This is the first video I've made in quite a while. Last November, I was involved in a head-on collision in my vehicle, and I was injured. So now that I'm finally getting to the point where I'm walking again and I'm up and moving around, I'm really excited to make a few new videos. And what I'm going to do today is show you homemade corn dogs. It's something I really enjoy. They taste so much better than the frozen variety you get in the store. And the great thing is, you can make quite a few of them and freeze them and reheat them later. They come out just great. We're using a few simple ingredients. Much of it you probably already have at home. If not, they're not expensive. We're going to be using hot dogs, flour, a little bit of salt, some cornmeal, some sugar, baking powder, a couple of eggs, and some milk. I'm going to go ahead and get things started. Start with 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. Next I have 3/4 cup of cornmeal. Next we're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Now this recipe does call for 4 tablespoons of sugar. I do not like my corn dogs as sweet, so I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of sugar. If I said teaspoons, I meant tablespoons. 1, 2, and 3. Next, the wet ingredients. I have here 2 eggs. I'm just breaking up the yolks a little bit. And 3/4 cup whole milk. I'm sure you could use a lighter milk. The recipe just called for a whole. And I always like to kind of mix it up a little bit before I put it in. Again, that's just me. Now I did go ahead and whisk the dry ingredients together, as you can see. I always like to do that before I add the wet ingredients. That way I make sure that the flour and baking powder and salt and all the different things are uniformly mixed around before I add my wet ingredients. Now I'm not going to want to over mix my batter. When you over mix things, it tends to cause trouble. That's the first thing I sort of learned in baking. You want to mix just enough to incorporate all the wet and dry ingredients well without overdoing it. So I'm just going to make sure everything gets mixed and there aren't any dry pockets. And because I put baking powder in here, this is actually going to start to rise a bit. Okay, so here's how I'm going to assemble all this and get this done. I have preheated my cast iron Dutch oven in my small countertop oven. I did it for about 25-26 minutes at 350 degrees before I put it on the stove. And that's so that I don't risk warping the bottom of this pan when I put the cold iron on a hot element directly. So don't want to do that. I do have my thermometer in here and I've got the oil at 350 degrees. And in case you wonder, I did put the oil in the Dutch oven before I preheated it. Didn't want to risk having a fire from putting the cold oil in a hot pan. I'm going to use something as simple as a chopstick. You can also use just a wooden skewer of some kind, but this is what I have around. I insert it directly into the hot dog. Doesn't have to go too far, just enough to hold it. And I've placed the batter in a cup here. And I do that so that way I can dip the hot dog in and get the batter all the way around it, because it's kind of difficult to coat in the mixing bowl. Whoops, I missed some at the top there. Get a nice coating on that. And I kind of pull it down a little bit to let the batter kind of slide towards the tip. Make sure we get it all coated. And then directly into the hot oil it goes. And I just push it right off the skewer. And you can see that it's going to start bubbling right away. While that's cooking, I'm going to get the next one going. So here I have them ready. Some of them are ready to come out. Look how that looks, just lovely. Probably a little more brown than I'd like. Sometimes that's just how it goes. I was busy coating the other one. Turn that guy over. And we'll work on getting the next one in. It only takes about 3 to 5, well not, excuse me, 3. It takes about 5 minutes to get nice and golden brown. Then I just drain them and remove them to a paper towel or a paper bag on a plate to go ahead and drain. Oops, that one still needs to be cooked on the other side. And you want to watch them carefully. And here we have a beautiful plate of golden brown corn dogs. You can cook them a little darker or a little lighter, depending on how you feel. I know that the camera shows these up to be a little darker than they actually come out, but I'm going to go ahead and give one of these a try. Hopefully this has cooled down a little bit, and let's go ahead and give it a try. Mmm, that's delicious. Nicely cooked inside. Mmm. That batter is fabulous. So go ahead and give it a try. Get the batter on thick if you like it thicker. I like mine a little bit on the thinner side. Change it up a little bit that way how you like it. And there you go. You can make your own corn dogs at home.